Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Holly Jolly. How are you? How are you doing? Can you tell me if my mic sounds good? Do I sound okay? Am I loud enough? Can you hear me okay? Hey, Betsy Sue. Just call me Betsy. Hi, Betsy. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, hello. Hi, Samantha. Hello. Good sound. Sounds great, 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 great. How you guys doing? So, I just wanted to. Hello from Germany. I wanted to just tell you guys that actually, I was hoping that I was going to obviously get people that can't usually make my lives, but I come to find out in Australia, it's midnight there. So I don't know when they ever have like a daytime or a good time. But whatever is a good time for them next time will be the time that we're going to do a live. And I hope you guys will join me. But you sound a little hollowish, but it sounds okay. That's probably because I'm in a fairly big room. So does that sound okay? Is that better? Your volume is good, but you sound a little. Is that okay? 4 p.m. in Germany, 3 p.m. in the UK. UK, I know, 5 hours over. Good morning from Lake Charles. Hello, hello. Give a thumbs up, everyone. Oh, thank you, Holly Jolly. Always Holly Jolly. Always got my back. Always have my back. Danny is doing great. Thank you for asking. Yes. So Danny went out twice already today and she wanted to go out. So I am thrilled. And she went hello from Belgium. And yeah, she was good. And then we played a little bit in the living room. And yeah, aloha from Hawaii. How is everything in Hawaii now? Always nice to see you guys too. Myrtle Beach. Always nice to see you guys. Always, always nice. Guys, I just put a video. I didn't put it out yet because I just grabbed the images and uh, it's a different type of video, sort of, kind of. It's still about what I think is fair and right. Hello from West Virginia. So I'm hoping. See, you guys seem to watch Cinema Shogun, yes? Yes, guys, Cinema Shogun, because it tells me who you guys, follow, who you watch, Radiant Brit, Cinema Shogun, right? So, Cinema Shogun does more than he does more celebrity gossip. Yes, am I right or am I wrong? Yes, Cinema Shogun does that. So, I align with a lot of the things that he says. And before I knew you guys were watching him, of course, I was watching him. And, I have very strong feelings about Britney Spears, even that whole movement that happened. And so I did do a Britney video. And it's really just about her losing custody of her children and how messed up I think that was way back when, and now how her children are just that time period's gone, and how I think her family broke her over the course of time. So I did a video about that. Yeah, sad story, right? So I'm hoping that you guys will give that video a chance. I'll probably put it up in the morning because it's about 20 minutes, but I got a lot of photos. I didn't grab any of the kids, even now that they're older. I didn't want to put the kids in there. I like Cinema Shogun a lot, and I like his other channel, Fat and Opinionated. Hey everybody, hey everybody. So listen, I have one more set of Jen's plaques that are going in the mail tomorrow. Guys, they come in just a regular white envelope, just so you know. They're in a regular white envelope. So those of you that didn't want me to pay the extra money to ship them, I shipped them to the Netherlands, 3 of them, and it was $1.55. So I am happy to make good to those people that sent money. I'm happy to send them because it's really not that expensive to ship them over there. So I don't have any in front of me, of course, because everything is everywhere still. But I'm hoping in a couple weeks I will be unpacked. Big hello from New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand? Is it the same time in Australia? I'm going to go to New Zealand one day. Guys, I'm happy to send the plaques. Here's the thing, guys. All I'm asking however you're paying for the plaque, please put your address in that memo part. Put your address in that memo part, because I think a couple people sent money, but the address they sent a different way. So please, Main Chick Carrie, I'm glad you're catching us at work. Don't get in trouble now. I remember a long time ago, right? Holly Jolly will remember this. She found out, well, not that I ever kept it a secret. French vanilla coffee. I was having strawberries and cream, or berries and cream coffee. So I'm drinking coffee again. Anyways, Holly Jolly was saying to me, be careful at work when you're doing your videos. I don't want to see you get in trouble. And nobody has said anything. Still, Holly Jolly, and everybody knows now. I mean, everybody knows. I think that they're glad I do them at work, you know. So, hey, some people watch videos at work. Toddy makes them at work. From Missouri? What part of Missouri? Right? I'm telling you, Holly Jolly, it was funny. Very funny. It was. Because I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm always waiting for somebody to say something. Never heard of berries flavored coffee. Okay, so it's by Walmart sells it, and they're in those little Keurig cups. Jean Marie, look it up, Jean Marie, and it is. Hang on now you got me. Hang on. Here, no, Milo, no. Hey, no. Hey, you better stop it. Sit down now. Stop it now. You know you can't. Hey, it's Gloria Jean's raspberry chocolate lava. So it's like a raspberry chocolate lava cake, right? And then International Delight has those really cool creamers, right? And thank you, Lost Little Ones. Thank you so much. And they had the Bridgerton one. So it was berries and cream was the creamer that I added to this. A lot of times I add they have like a chocolate velvet cake creamer that I add to this, and no sugar. And I like it. It's good. So yeah, I started drinking that again. Yeah, and Amazon, I get it through Amazon now, but Walmart used to sell it. Sometimes they had it, sometimes they didn't have it, but now I get it through Amazon. So it's Gloria Jean's raspberry chocolate lava. So yeah, it is banging. So guys, is there anything in particular? I used the coffee creamer in my tea the other day. It was nice. Yes, I like cream in my tea as well. Anything you guys want to talk about? What do you think about Gypsy Rose and her pregnancy? There's probably here nor there, and I have no idea what it means. But in the docuseries, Gypsy spells her name Blanchard with an E. It's on her name tag. Well, I think what was happening was they tried to make it more French, Blanchard. I think that there was something she had said about it like that. The window is beautiful. Yeah, it's a nice day out there. You don't understand why they're having a gender reveal? They're having it because they can. Yeah, that's what I thought. She said it was a girl. Didn't she say it was a girl? So why are they having a gender reveal? But then you guys said that's a little quick. She can't be having a gender reveal that early, because how would they know? I like carnation's milk in my tea. I don't. I don't really like milk all that much, but I like the lactate because I'm a little lactose intolerant, like my mom. Nina said she has an insider. It was a girl. I can't wait until the baby is born to see who's the daddy. I want her to just go away, especially with that kid, because I just don't think that kid's going to have a chance. But Chip hasn't said it was a girl. Not your fairy. Did she say it was a girl, or I thought she said it was a girl? I feel sorry for that baby too, Sarita. I think it's time for her to go away because of that baby. Nina said, not Jip. 43 people in here. Thank you guys. Yeah, please hit the like. Carnation milk is good in coffee. I like half and half. I like it a little bit more. I like cream as opposed to milk. And yeah, so that's my issue with that. I like milk to drink, but I have to have the lactose intolerant. I have a feeling she's having a girl. I thought she said she was having a girl. So she didn't have time to donate to a baby. I know. I know. She said girl, right, Ruth? Yeah, like all of a sudden she said that she didn't, like now she's all of a sudden gonna have time. She's not gonna have time all of a sudden to do that. And Nina said it was a girl. Well, Nina knows. She took a blood test, I do believe. Why would, if somebody, seriously, I just want to know, if somebody had invasive surgeries, like what is she like it? I mean, she's a glutton for punishment. Who does that? Like, that's the last thing you would want to do, right? Is just have more shit. And to me, what's it matter? You pray for a healthy and happy baby, and then you give it that type of life, right? Nope, not Gypsy Rose. Can a DNA test be done before it's born? I think so, but they don't encourage that. But I'm pretty sure that yes. Welcome to members. Welcome, Mom Shack. Hey guys, do you remember last time when I did my live? I didn't know that when I hit the button that your guys' things showed up there at first. So Kathy Hanna was up there forever, right? I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. And as soon as I learn, I'm teaching Holly Jolly, because Holly Jolly is going to help and be my moderator. Because we're a community, guys. We're a community. Hi from England. Waiting to watch the football. My buddy Adam, he always says soccer. he'll say football in his Dudley English accent, and then he makes always a point of saying soccer for me. No, thank you, Holly Jolly. Thank you. I'm in England too. What part of England are you in, Lauren's Paranormal and Random Content? My pal Sal Vintage. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's talk. I'm not talking about Trump. We're not talking politics on this channel. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, guys. There's plenty of channels that will talk that, but this is the place that I go to escape the bullshit of politics. So, yeah. Cornwall. I've been there. I actually, that's where that thing hangs over the ocean, that coastal thing. I really don't like Gypsy, and was one of her worst haters. I was talking to my daughter, and she said, why are you hating on her? She was traumatized. See what I'm saying? These kids think something so different. Hi, Lisa DeWitt. Thank you, Kathy Chapman. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. Hi from Newfoundland. So Newfoundland, that's in Canada. I want to go there. That looks really cool, but windy as hell, right? It's really windy there. I saw that. That's why I think she's full of, yeah. Guys, tell me Kate Marie wasn't a surprise this week, huh? That came out of left field, huh? Hi from Australia. Thank you. I'm going to make a better time for you guys. I didn't realize it was midnight there. Is it midnight there? 23 out of the hours of the day? I'm playing with you. She'll do anything for a grift. Maybe she's addicted to that. Can't believe Kate Marie still, right? I can't believe that. I just can't believe that. I wonder what it is that made her switch, right? Right, guys? Then my daughter said you were traumatized as a child. You went to jail. Did you get therapy? No, but she was supposed to get therapy. Well, she knows it all. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She knows it all. Yep, my daughter said, Gypsy, we don't talk to her anymore. She has to think the same, money and clout. You know, money is an evil thing. We need it for the things that we need. I just can't understand why there was no restitution. And I just don't understand why there was no restitution. Hello from South Africa. Welcome. Definitely a sellout. She sure was. And poor Nina. I know Nina was hot. I heard that. I never heard Nina speak like that. You know, and I think Nina will defend herself, but I don't think I think Fancy Cross Nina, I think Gypsy Cross Nina, listen, man, when you do clown faces and you start making fun of the way somebody looks, you have crossed a line. And there's nothing wrong with the way Nina looks or any of these women. These women are ugly from the inside out. And I'm not talking about Nina. And I'm really not talking about Fancy. Fancy has issues. But I'm definitely not talking about Nina. I think that Nina's defending herself. You don't believe that Kate lost a good leg? She had all of that. I do think that she lost a leg. I do think that. I just think that something happened with Gypsy, and she had something over her head, or I don't know. That's what I think, that something happened there. You like my assessments of Aaron? You know, welcome, Catherine. And thank you for the membership. There is no benefit in being a member. Just everybody, it's tough, man. It's tough in this world to make, you know, everything is so expensive. I appreciate so much what you guys do, but I am not going to take away from people that just can't afford or just don't want to, you know. So Jip parole officer, way too easy on her, right? Are you kidding me? Like, they got something on that person too. It seems like they either have something on these people or they're buying them. DCP sucks. Yes, they do. And welcome to your first live. Weren't they bullying Kate Marie? They weren't. They took her stories too. So worries me about Jip as my kids watch her. See what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why you got to be there as a full-time parent. These kids are watching, thinking that this woman's some sort of role model. And who gave her the platform to, like, you know, when Hollywood endorses this, they're saying that all is good. So these kids are thinking, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Hollywood wouldn't endorse it. I say she needs to go away because, thank you. Yeah, my books are on Amazon. And if you guys have Prime, they're free. So please help yourself. Thank you so much. I love you guys too. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you, Kathy. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Read a letter about maturity top. Do you believe she still lives at her dad's? I believe she lives with Ken. I don't think that it is allowed, but I think she's allowed to spend time there. I don't think it's allowed to be her permanent address. I don't know that it's not. She lied, because didn't she say that her and Ken were only friends and that nothing was going on? And then her due date is at the same time she's telling us that they're only friends. So yeah, I have books on Amazon, and they're in my bio. I guess it's my bio on YouTube. There's 2 links. So they're easy to find because the links are there. Lives with Ken, lives with Ken and a complete sociopath, unable to tell it, right? But here's the thing, guys. Let me ask you this. How does Ken tolerate that? Because I couldn't. I like Bailey Sarian. I like her a lot. Um, uh, who could live with a person that constantly is telling untruths? Like, that Ryan had to have caught Gypsy in lies, because we've caught Gypsy in lies, and we've only seen her on the television. Imagine living with somebody 24/7, right? Right? So, that they've caught her in lies. So, how do they trust her? Like, how do you live with somebody that is constantly lying to you? I just can't understand that. Well, if that's his kid, then he's kind of be around, right? If that's his kid, it's got to he's going to be around. Ryan thought that this was a woman that he could get, and he thinks she's beautiful. He loves her voice. So she was like a trophy wife for him. But I think he wouldn't have been able to touch her if she was on the outside. But because she was incarcerated, it kind of helped him come up to, more or less, gave him a chance with her. That's what I think he thought. In the meantime, I think Ryan is a good looking guy who's losing weight. What's his name? Ryan, it is what it is, Anderson. But I like Ryan. I think his crime was that, he fell in love with Gypsy Rose. And somehow, some way, he saw a good person there, because that's what she showed him. And then when he saw the red flags, he just thought he could love enough for the both of them. Guys, there's 82 of you in here. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much, guys. I so appreciate you on a Sunday morning. Apparently, some ads are going to run for some of you viewers. Those that don't have the, what is this, the YouTube thing? I don't have the YouTube thing, guys. Don't tell. He does seem like a good guy, right? Hi, AT Chick. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate that. I think he loved the idea of her. That is true. That I agree with that. I agree with that. But I think he would have hung out with her. I think he would have went through thick and thin with her. I really do. And I don't think Ken will. And you often miss those people after they're gone, like all the good things. I think that she probably has never been loved like she was loved by Ryan, because I think Ryan worshipped her. Well, I think Nick worshipped her, but they had such a short period of time, but Ryan, over the course of 3-4 years, I think, and she's going to miss that. She's going to miss that. My first live. Thank you, Kat and Mac. I remember seeing your name. Who paid child support? Didn't Rob know all along how old his daughter was? Well, yeah, supposedly, but he didn't want to tell her because of Dee Dee told him not to. Like, why would you buy into that? Why would you help perpetuate that lie? So listen, Rod, I think that he's got his things too. I don't think he's as innocent. He might be making up for time now, but he was always able to find Gypsy, and there's pictures. As a matter of fact, supposedly, and Christy said this, that they used to call Dee Dee Mama Dee Dee or Aunt Dee Dee or something like that. And Dee Dee always would give Christmas presents and birthday presents to Gypsy's half siblings, which is Rod and Christy's daughter Mia and their son, what's his name? I think his name is Dylan, who chooses to stay out of the spotlight. And then she has another half sister too. Gypsy does. Rod has another daughter from another woman, but he relinquished all rights. According to Fancy, he did that on the girl's birthday, and that was what Christy talked him into doing. I don't know if that's true or not. Ryan would still take her back. I don't know, because then he would always live with, she could leave any day. And that, after you get past that hump, and it's like, you know, you're kind of relieved that you're not walking on eggshells, I think it's hard to go back to it. At least I hope it's hard to go back to it. Rod at least has a brain. Yeah, I don't know that he had one at his young age before, but yeah, I think you're right. I think that he has a brain now. I think that, you know, as we get older, usually we evolve, and I think Rod has done that. I don't think Christy has done that, and we all know Gypsy has not done that. Yeah, she has a brain, you think so? RL, do you think she has a brain, or she's manipulative, right? So yeah, I don't know if that's the right side, the correct side of the brain that you want. You know, the manipulative, sneaky side. I think that there's another side that comes with compassion, and I know that that's through feeling, but there is something more technical that kind of balances it out. There's a practical and like a creative side, like to the brain, and I think that it also helps in the way that we perceive somebody. And that's the part that I think's gone with Gypsy. Gypsy said how many times, good morning, Flower Power 1961. Gypsy has said how many times that her mom taught her how to lie and that she's comfortable with that. Now, if you know that that's wrong, now you're bringing a kid into the world and you're still saying, yeah, I know it's wrong. And you recognize it's wrong and you think that that's okay. You have nothing more to do about it. Just recognize it's wrong and keep continuing. That's the way Gypsy is. She's kind of like that person that's like, oh, I know he's cheating on me. That's okay. As long as I know. I don't want you guys to think it's going on behind my back. I see it. Why does that make it look any better? Now you look fucking stupid, right? So, I mean, I think that Gypsy, she knows what's best, but she hasn't hit any kind of rock bottom to change her behavior. She keeps being rewarded for bad behavior. A complete sociopath. Yep, I agree. I agree, guys. She does do the opposite of what she says. Imagine how that kid's going to grow up with people that know that child's life story and, you know, the conception and what her mother has done. If Gypsy really, and I put a video out last night, if Gypsy really wanted to do right by this child, she would shut it down and go away and let the world forget about her. So by the time her child can go to school and have friends, the world has forgotten about Gypsy Rose. That's what I think she should do. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Her downfall is going to be her child. I mean, Christy and Dee Dee were best friends until Christy crossed the line with Rod. Christy stole Rod away from Dee Dee and had a baby with Rod. Would you want to be around them? No, I wouldn't. But they were still friends because the other kids were born after, and they used to call her Aunt Dee Dee. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that was water under the bridge. Be ignored. While she's being selfish, she already said she's too selfish to be a mom, right? Hey, Boston chick, how you doing? Yeah, that she didn't want to donate time. But Tati, if she did, how would she make any money? Does she need to make more money? Like, how much money do you need to make? How much money is enough? You're not giving it to anybody. There's no restitution. How much money do you actually, and you're living with your parents, so how much money do you need to make? You're just doing Boston check. I saw you on in the chat, I think in on the cutting board, Dawn. She sold her soul. Yes, she did. Who do you think the dad of the baby is? Wouldn't it be a kick in the pants if it was neither of those men? Um, uh, I don't know who the dad is. If I had to bet, if I literally had to bet, Ryan, because I just don't trust anything Gypsy says. So the grifter immediately posted a baby registry and then turned around and lied, right? Then turned around and lied and said that nobody bought her gifts. It was all people that wrote Dee Dee's name. Now, I could see a few people doing that, and I thought that was pretty clever and needed to be reminded what Gypsy did, right? That's what I believe. But of course, people bought that shit. Why would you do that? If you have the money to do that, why wouldn't you give that to somebody who couldn't really afford that? That's what's heartbreaking to me. That's what's terrible. That behavior is disgusting. That is what Hollywood should be calling her out on. Kim Kardashian should be shaming her about that shit because us peons on social media don't seem to matter to her. But if people from Good Morning America called her out on it, that would make a difference, right? That's what I said. It'd be funny if neither one of them was the dad, right? That's what I'm saying. Why would people give her money when there's people? Branson Beatty. That's what I'm saying. You know, there's people that need things, and this woman should have paid restitution to begin with, right? Thank you, Betsy. This woman should have paid restitution to begin with. So why are people buying her stuff? There are plenty of people that don't have the money that legitimately need it. You can go through homeless camps and give bottles away. That is just heartbreaking to me. I don't think she kept, and I think you're right, RL. I think you're right. First of all, as we know, Rod has the job that he has, and he's always been a boat captain. So, from my understanding, he's a few months on and 1 month home. Can you see Christy saying, "Hey, babe, why don't you go spend a week with your other kid?" I don't see Christy saying that. No. She hasn't shown any grace, any kindness, nothing, no restitution, anything she owes. Please. Guys, there's 102 of you. Wow. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning with me. She got a $500 gift card. I heard that. Ah. That's so heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. A store that I work hard on. She does not have her own personality. Exactly. I don't know who this woman is. Boston chick, it's nice to be in bed. Thank you for sharing that with us. Refuge dogs here in Spain. Right? I would much rather give to animals than people. At least animals definitely can use it and appreciate it. She probably buy stuff for herself. No, I think with the $500, yeah, probably. So sad. Presents. Parents at my school can't afford the bear. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. That is so. I wrote a strongly worded email to the Wait a Minute Babyless Company for giving. Good for you, Gage. So Gage did this. Can I do? Wait a minute. Don't do. Can I? I'm trying to. How do I do this? Oh, okay. I can do that. She should have to donate her time to Habitat for Humanity. I bet you the people at Habitat for Humanity don't want anything to do with her. Like, would you want to spend time with her? All things Clarice. Hello. 4:30 in France. 4:35 in France. How do we all write a letter? I did this cancel thing where the petition about getting her back incarcerated. I don't think, Crystal, that it's going to make a difference. Remember I did a video where I asked everybody to hashtag cancel Gypsy Rose or protest Gypsy Rose. Like, I don't think people are going to do it. I don't know what it's going to take, but I think it's going to take something. I just hope I see it in my lifetime. I just want her to really be brought down. She is not somebody that should be having a kid. Like, you got to feel bad for that kid. You know what I'm saying? But then do you want Ken? Like, Ken, how'd you go from you want to give somebody a chance to grow to, gee, let's get them pregnant and, no more growth for you. Now you're ready to be a mom. Come on. Come on. I know one day Nick will tell all. And maybe that guy Dan, too. I have heard Lifetime is not happy. They shouldn't be happy. They shouldn't be happy. Look at what they've promoted. I don't know where the parole officer is. I don't think she's in any kind of trouble. Like, she shouldn't have social media. That I agree with, because that whole crime was figured out on social media. Well, thank you, Jamie. We had a good little conversation before, I thought, in the comments. Her karma must come. You'd think so, right? Ken is going to be her downfall. I've been a mom 4 times and I still suck at the job. Linda, give yourself credit. So many people hurt by her. Absolutely. Karma has no deadline. Here's the thing. I just don't want her kid to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want her kid to pay for it. But here, can you imagine this very sneaky human? He does appear to be very sneaky. Did any one of the 3 of them think that the poor child? They didn't think anything about the child. People are struggling to get school supplies, and you're absolutely right. Absolutely. Did you see the pictures of Dee Dee after she was? Yes, I did. I did see the pictures. They were sent to me. I wasn't sharing them. I was not sharing. The child will certainly see all of it. But who? That's not fair either, right? That's not fair. That's who your mom is. I'm telling you, the best thing would be for Gypsy to go away for years. She has the money. She could go away for years, do some quality investments. She could live very comfortably. And when she's allowed to leave the country, if she's ever allowed to leave the country, she should go build a life with Ken and her child. And that's how you give this kid the best life possible. And if you can't leave the country, you go to a remote area somewhere in Alaska. Who gives a shit? Because it's not about you anymore. That's what she says. It's not about her anymore. It's about her kid. Dot, 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 dot. Show us. That's how you would show us that it's about your kid. And more than us, that's how you would show your kid that it's about your kid. She doesn't know how to read the room. I believe that about Ken, Amanda. I do. I didn't think that, but I believe that. He came back in and he said it himself that Gypsy, he let it slip that her popularity was more than he had hoped for. So, you know what I'm saying? She is a smiley face, squeaky voice monster. Yes, she is. She has zero self-awareness, hard to live in the shadow of a shifty parent, right? That's what I'm saying. You don't start nesting until right before. Somebody said that she was reading things, that she was reading things from other people's stories, like taking people's stories again. The kid will be watching all the grifters, right? And know how they were conceived, right? I'm not sure what nesting is, but you're not supposed to do it that early. You're not supposed to have any of the symptoms she had that early. She got herself pregnant, not by accident. Not fair for the innocent. Exactly. Not fair for the innocent. Even Ryan said her voice is used when she wants something. Yep, but he loved it. I'm a disabled mom, widowed, and my daughters are my life. I have spinal cord damage. I'm not complaining as I love my girls. We are too. Yeah, but you exactly. You work with your kids. You do things for your kids. Not Gypsy. Her bump isn't a bump. It's chicken fingers and fries. I love that one. I'm watching on my TV and my tablet so I can like it twice. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Nesting is preparing the house for the baby. Yeah, isn't it bad luck to buy stuff before a certain date and even tell people before a certain date? That I've heard. I can't see Gypsy taking care of a baby. If it's Ryan, she's probably not going to want the baby. She'll leave it like she did with the dog. Pixie! Have you noticed she never cooks or prepares the meals? It's a joke. But did you notice that she cooked something at Nick's mom's house? Right? Nick's mom said in her interview that she came downstairs and like Gypsy would cook food. That's what she said. Speaking of her baby voice, remember when she told the little child, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Mac and cheese still, it didn't seem like she could even do mac and cheese at Ryan's place. Looked like all she could do is milk and cereal. Probably a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Guys, have you ever tried grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? They're so good. Grilled choke sandwiches, they're so good. You know who turned me on to them? Inmates. The inmates in the jail turned me on to them. We used to make them in the kitchen. You take them and you like peanut like grilled cheese, but you put the peanut butter and the jelly and you heat it up. It's so good. It is so good, guys. You got to try that. 110 watching, guys. Can you hit the like me button? 114. Uh, Thank you so much. Thank on a Sunday morning, guys, and thank you so much. Poor Nick's mom, right? I put a video about that. Grilled tomato sandwich, yes. Yes. Hit the like button. Thank you, Susan. Yes. Suzanne, yes. The child will struggle for exactly. The child will struggle. Thank you so much, Brenda. She attempted mac and cheese or something. No, what she gets, I get them too, but I know how to cook them. She gets those side packages of like the rice and stuff. Hang on, I'll show you guys are going to see everything in my cabinets. Hang on. I'm sure you guys get this stuff too. This stuff. And she didn't do very good with this, apparently. Even Ryan said it. I mean, there's directions, right? Here, all you're doing is adding water and butter if you want. I don't understand her. I got to put this stuff back. Milo, Milo, shh, 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 bubble boy. Milo. Hey, stop it. Stop it, little boy. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, what were we saying? Nick's mom, another victim. Yes. And Nick had a younger sibling, a younger brother, I believe. So think of that. Think of the child that doesn't have a mom anymore and a sibling. Come on, man. This woman had no, she's evil. She's evil. Nick's mom calling Gypsy a monster during her police interview says all because her son never behaved like that. Never behaved like that. Milo, people are saying hello to you. He went into, I have two open crates in my house for the dogs because I don't close the crates and it's for them for their own. I've always had open crates in the house for dogs, my whatever generation of dogs. Milo went into the one in the living room. Danny was laying in the one in the bedroom. There's dog beds in there and there's a cover over them so that they could feel safe. So I like that they liked them. Good morning, Toddy. It's my first catching live. Thank you. Thank you for coming and spending time. Yeah, she has no toolbox. Char, no toolbox. No toolbox. Yep, pasta sides are excellent. Also, hello, you got another. What kind of dog is Milo? He's a four-legged kind. Milo he's supposed to be a miniature boxer, but he's not so miniature. He's a boxer boy. He's a mix. And my other dog is a hound dog. She's a hound dog. She ain't nothing but a hound dog. I wonder if any baby gets will come from Missouri. You've raised many boxers. He's my second boxer. Thank you guys. Yes, Andy. Thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, they're important. I think that, first of all, Hero, I used to call Hero's crate her suite. Like, she loved it. As a matter of fact, when she knew she was going to go, she wanted to go in her bed because I took the whole bed with me to the dog hospital. And I didn't move her from that bed at all. She stayed in her bed. And that's where she breathed her last breath. And we have that bed. That bed, I brought it home. It's in the crate. Milo was just laying on it. Your dogs are shitbags. Sometimes I call my guys that when I'm a little upset with them, but I'd give my life for my dogs, man. They're it. They make me better. Oh, thank you, Hildy. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you know that you could put users in timeouts? Did you guys know that? Look, there's a bunch of things. Channel activity, go to channel, report, remove, put user in timeout. Why would you want to do that? I'm going to punish you in timeout. It's very hard to lose a dog. Yeah. And I had Hero. Man, I had Hero for 14 years or 15 years? Hero was about 16, 17 years old. She was amazing. My Hero. Yeah, she was my superstar. She was the one. Sometimes timeouts are good mornings in chat. I don't want to ever be like that. Like, that's a school teacher stuff. I can't do that. I have a rescued Chihuahua who is 5 now. They're excellent. The saddest thing is to lose your dog. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. Let's talk about something better. Welcome, Linda Bidwell, members. I have a cat and training was not hard because, yes, my dogs train my cats too. The next cat I get is going to be another Bengal cat. I had one Bengal cat. Oh, it's so hard to lose a dog of old age, but you rather lose them of old age. A lot of you guys are animal lovers. I remember the support I got. Hi, Karen, that's my name. The support I got when when Hero passed. Yes, the Bengal cats, they're great. Talk about Gypsy Rose saying her best quality is her loyalty. When did she say that? Like, how do you unalive your mom and then say that is your best quality? I'm pretty good with the chronic Lyme. I lucked out. I really did luck out because my move was exhausting on me, but I think it was just that I'm 61 years old and I was tired, but I didn't have any like issues. Thank God. Thank God. I also had those trigger shots in my neck and stuff. So, you know, Catherine, Princess of Wales, was seen at Wimbledon. Ah, that's wonderful. You know, I'm a big tennis fan. Love tennis. Absolutely love tennis. As loyal even to those she's not. How do you say that you're friggin' loyal? How does Gypsy Rose consider? Does she know what the word loyal means? She needs to look it up. I went to get one dog, and the ladies. Wait a minute, says second dog, and wait a minute, I'm reading this thing about dogs. Wait a minute. I went to get one dog, and the lady gave two dogs for free when she met us. She said she knew they'd have a good home with us. That's excellent. 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 I have two dogs. Milo is much older than Danny. You know, Milo will be 11 next month, and Danny just turned 3. I have the same problem with my neck, and I have chronic Lyme. Yeah, it is. But so far, it's been all right. She said it on a live. She backed it up and said about her being loyal, and people believe it. Everybody's at my house drinking coffee. 110 of you. Thank you. I know she didn't have time to donate for a baby, but now she has time. My therapy dog needs therapy. Yeah, she said it was the best quality. I can't believe that she said that and didn't think that she was going to be struck by lightning. Holly Jolly Butterfly 314 made it. Babies are very needy. Gypsy felt controlled by Dee Dee. What's going to happen when the baby keeps her up at night? I don't even want to think about it because my first thought wasn't something YouTube would shut me down. So, yeah. Listen, I would think every grandparent that is involved in this and every aunt and uncle that is involved in this is going to be very concerned about the well-being of that baby for the rest of that baby's life. That's what I think. Because imagine being the grandparent. Megan wasn't allowed to be at Wimbledon. Anybody could go to Wimbledon. All she had to do was buy a seat. She might not have been able to sit in Royal Row, but you know. Gypsy is like so sure she is going to be a good mom. No. I think she wants people to believe she's going to be a good mom and that she wants people to believe that she's sure that she's going to be a good mom. But I don't think she's so convinced. I don't think Gypsy has the confidence that she wants us to believe. They're living their best life in Louisiana. It is scary to think of a child at all, right? Yes. Wow. And it's horrible. It is horrible that that person is that way. And that's just the way it is with her. She can't handle the truth. Krusty and Rod will end up raising that child. I think Christy is selfish too. And Rod is a boat captain, so I don't think that's going to happen. She has no idea what a mother or godmother is about. Yeah, but she is a godmother. You know that Gypsy is a godmother, and that child is going to pay. Gypsy Rose wants to have dinner with Jesus. I hear Jesus would rather invite you. How does it work? Behavioral arts noticed and called out some interesting mannerisms and use of words in order words in her announcement. I don't agree with all, but he had some great points. Does he say that she's pregnant or not, Jamie? There's a few people who are like she ain't pregnant. There's a few people that are saying she's not pregnant. Oh, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Butterfly314. Thank you so much. Just Jen got one. Thank you. Amanda got one. Thank you. She couldn't even take care of her own little puppy Pixie, right? Lady Lola. Thank you. I have 13 grandchildren. I cannot imagine. I actually live close to where Ryan lives in Lake Charles. You have 13 grandchildren and you couldn't imagine. Would you let any one of your 13 grandchildren go play with Gypsy Rose's child at Gypsy Rose's house? I don't think they'd be bothered to raise the baby either, RL. You're paying it forward. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really nice. Chris Jenner, is that you? Aren't they saying this is another scam of hers? Thank you. Butterfly membership. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Will it still be abuse? Wait a minute. She has to put her child through the. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine if the child has the chromosome? See, Nina said something about that a long time ago. She was like, you know what? If she ever has a child and the person and that child has that chromosome deficiency, you know how bad that's going to look for Gypsy Rose, because her mother will have had to have had those surgeries for her daughter, just like Gypsy would have had them for her kid. So we'll have to see. But he was very skeptical of the order in which she chose to mention cravings and what she chose to put emphasis. And she bought somebody else's story. Thank you, Hobo Camper One. Thank you so much. Yeah, baby registry is for that, not for strangers to buy your kids things. Like when you can afford it, right? Like, I just don't. She just is horrible. Her baby will have the same thing she had. I think a lot of people will say that on extra mood swing. Gypsy extra mood. Right. I laughed too when she said that she's having these horrific mood swings. But it's easy for her. She's having mood swings, but it's easy for her. She's craving things she hasn't had. She's tired all the time. That was an excuse not to clean. RL MVP survivor Amelia has survived surgery the first. Right? That's what I said. I said, yep, that's exactly what I said. Chew on this. What freaks me out is how Gypsy Rose is getting rich off of everything. I'm watching a train wreck here. So that's why I am watching this. A $1,000 stroller? Wow. Come on, man. Come on, man. You could have bought 10 people, 10 strollers. Come on, man. Ryan will be the dad until after the divorce. When is that divorce supposed to happen? And if I was him now, I'd be messing with her. Yeah, I'm not ready for a divorce, babe. Let's try it again. Yep, I'm not going to make this convenient for you. Thank you, Taby, or Tabe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce some of the names. Ken and her are not going to last. Well, now they have a kid, or somebody has a kid. I don't know what's going on. $1,000 stroller. Oh man, I like how she said Ken's sleeping sounds bugged her. Ryan's sleeping sounds. She complained about Ryan's. She complained. Yep. She said something about Ken's sleeping sounds too. I didn't know that. She said something about Ryan's, and on my video, I said the wrong thing. I said Nick. Because I listened and I was like, yeah, I said that wrong. a nursing chair for over $1,000. They're probably thinking, uh, we'll just put it out there. Nobody will buy it. Nobody will be stupid enough to buy it. Yeah, right. And her register was for two of everything. And she's laughing all the way to the bank. Well, Ken said there's nothing to be afraid of by her. What, her? Gyps? Be in a pod with 8 women snoring, right? Well, they usually can close their own cells. The pod might not be of 8 bunk beds. There could be 8 people, but they could have their individual cells or 2. Or, yeah, 2 in a cell, too. Read what pregnancy is about, how she's supposed to feel. Yeah, I think she messed it up, though, because there's things that people are saying that you don't do at a certain time. From Italy, I've been there. I've been to Italy. That's the first sign Ken can't even afford his own baby, right? It's terrible. I think the divorce has to go on hold until the baby is born. Really? Ooh, you can't get divorced if your wife is pregnant. It's the same way. Really? So oh my goodness. Oh my good. And Ryan doesn't have to give the divorce. He could say, yeah, no, I think we should try. He can make things difficult for her, right? Yeah, that's what people said, that you don't dye your hair when you're pregnant, but they have the temporary stuff that doesn't have the bleach in it. I'm pretty sure that they have that, right? Wait until the 3rd trimester when symptoms and pains, right? Can you imagine? Thank you so much, Melina Doria. Yeah, she definitely needs some sort of monitoring system there. Hey, Mrs. J, how you doing? How are you? My very first live was with Mrs. J. I heard he was a bartender. I didn't think he owned a bar, but they have the money that he could do that now. To go blonde, you have to strip your hair color first. I didn't do that. That's not true. I used to dye my hair and I used to put blonde highlights, and I used something that I didn't have to strip my hair at all. Thank you, Tebe. So that's not true, because I've done that. You know, I mean, I didn't do it professionally. She's getting her hair done professionally. I didn't do it professionally. I did it in my bathroom on my own. It came out good. Yeah, see, they have pneumonia free, and most are pneumonia free. That's what Lost Little One said. Yep, first live I've got to hear. Hildy Norway. Yep. No, booze doesn't, but I don't think she's allowed to drink anyway. Not while she's on parole, I heard. India. Wow. 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 India. What time is it in India? I will share personally. I had a child while my husband was in prison. He was not the one. Wow. The court said he was responsible. It didn't matter, huh? Wow. Thank you so much, Hildy. Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear? Apparently, Ken is calling his friend saying she's trapped. That Steve Wood, I don't think Steve Wood is real. I just don't think I never thought he was a real guy. But I could be wrong. Anyone know how Ryan is holding up? I haven't seen anything on Ryan. I haven't seen anything since she came out with the pregnancy. Has anybody? And I went to his page to look on Instagram. No, I haven't seen anything. Someday Ryan will realize. I hope that he realizes that. Bad Girl TMZ article said a source said he didn't take it well. I'm sure he didn't. Hey, who's that from Scotland that's sending me the Scottish flags? I want to show you something. Raya. Wait a minute. I got this in Edinburgh. If I can get it out, my dog Miles used to wear it around his neck, and I got it in Edinburgh. See, I love Scotland. It was family friend who supposedly wrote that on Ken's sister's post. Well, supposedly Ken's sister's thrilled now that she's going to be an auntie. Yes, I made a live from the UK. Maxine B. Hello. No, Steve wasn't real. I think it was a YouTube creator. I almost want to get SM just as right. Gypsy is what chat's about. Please come visit Scotland again. I'd love to make it back there. I really would. You do believe Steve? No. I believe Nina is credible, and I believe she got. I believe she got that, but I don't think the person's name is Steve Wood. I don't know where Wrexham is. Wrexham's in England. Where in Scotland did you live? Gypsy's a little long gone. She says she's 12 weeks pregnant. I can't believe that. That's what I'm saying. That's another thing. You see, his last name was Wood, and I thought that was peculiar. So I think that absolutely, listen, like I said, I've seen content creators put up stuff that I've gotten emails about, but I didn't put it up because I didn't vet them out. So, and I don't want to be responsible for putting stuff up there. In Wales, I've been to Wales. I've been to the south in the UK. I've been to Cornwall, and what's the other place? Begins with a D. I'm on parole for helping on a live, and I'm married. Yeah, right. And you're such a good catch, Hildy Norway. You're all those things. You're such a good catch, and I live with my parents. Devon, right? Devon, yes, that's it. Yes, Devon. Yeah, where that big thing comes out in. I don't care for pancakes, RL. Where the big thing comes out into the ocean. There's pictures of me. I never realized how big that was. She's crazy. Somebody's like a little devils out here. You got to come visit Newfoundland. It's windy. Yes, St. John's. Yes, I do. I do want to go up there. It seems like it's like that's the place it would never get hot. I hate the heat. I wish I could afford to go to Wales. Looks beautiful. I went to Wales to go see eggs. I love eggs. Yeah, dippet eggs with corned beef hash. I went to Wales, to the part of Wales um, that had the Doctor Who museum, and there was a big prison there too. Wales is full of mountains like Scotland, but it's a lot warmer. It's a bit warmer. Yeah, I love the UK. I really love the UK. Do you think Christy set up Gypsy and Ken for the sake of real? No, I think she set up Ken because she didn't like Ryan and she couldn't manipulate Ryan. And I think that Christy can manipulate Ken and she can have Ken work for her. That's what I believe wholeheartedly. Cardiff or Swansea? In Cardiff. I was in Cardiff. That's where Cardiff, yes. And I want to say that I took the train from Bristol, England, which surprised me because I really liked Bristol. I didn't expect that. It's freezing in Australia right now because it's winter in Australia. I've been to London quite a few times. Yep. Yeah, it's winter in Australia, down under. Monday morning from Sweden. I live in a Swedish town in Kansas City, Missouri, in a Swedish town. Oh, of course, I like a lot of the channels. I like a lot of the channels, so I am going to support them. The thing that gets me is when I support somebody like Kate Marie, and then she does that, or when I supported Fancy and told you guys, man, I'm going to do this if you guys want to do that, and then she turns around and yells at people like that. And that's when I was like, listen, man, I just don't want to be supporting people. I always want to have a disclaimer. It's up to you guys, because I obviously can be wrong about people. So I just, but yeah, listen, we're YouTube community. I unfollowed her too. I unfollowed Kate as well. YouTube community. I don't get upset when Ryan gets stuff. When they buy him stuff on his lives, I like that. I think Ryan needs as much assurance for his self-confidence, especially now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says the ads are inserted now. Anxious aunt. Had coats on. That's why, yeah, I like anxious ants. I like them a lot, those girls. I think that they're very funny. The one's got that laugh, that little that laugh. I think it's so funny. Kathy, again, thank you so much, Kathy Chapman. Thank you so much. It's very kind, very, very kind. Thank you so much. Ryan seems like he's a good guy. He really does, right? He seems like he's a decent guy. He just seems like he, yeah, he just fell for the wrong person. It's over 100 degrees in Spain. I absolutely would hate it. Is it humid in Spain? But it's beautiful in Spain, right? You guys got that show, Vis a Vis. Oh my God, it's my favorite show. Oh, of course I'm going to go for the Corey Mitello. Absolutely. Absolutely. When I found out that it was only 2.5 hours away, I'm going. Absolutely, I'm going. Absolutely. Where are the doctors that allowed false treatments? Some of the stuff I don't think happened. Just because it was written on the paper, I think some of that's medical fraud. That's my opinion. I believe that. Hey guys, let me ask you a question. What's going on with Fancy going to Florida? Does anybody know anything about that? Cutting Board Dawn said something about that Fancy was going to go to Florida. What's that about? So I'm taking care of the lawn. I'd rather be in Spain. Well, I've never been to. Remember that Three Dog Night? But I've been to Oklahoma. She didn't deserve Ryan. She didn't deserve Ryan to be her friend either. Sarah also left the Good Wives Network. Yeah, well, I can't be mad at her for leaving the Good Wives Network because I think that Fancy helped get her into trouble. You know? And that wasn't a good thing. That wasn't a good thing at all. But something with Florida, and I can't find out what it has to do. Is it just a vacation? Is it have to do with Gypsy? It can't have anything to do with Gypsy in Florida. Is getting trip paid by a podcast to appear on a podcast. Oh, so she's just going to be appearing on a podcast. Okay. Well, then the podcast creator's probably going to pay for the trip. what? But here's the thing, like anymore, you can interview people like this, right? Listen, if she can get a trip out of the deal, I think that's a good deal. But as long as buy, well, people can buy or whatever they want. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not typing, but I am listening. Mrs. J says, I am not typing, but I am listening. Okay. I'm glad you are, Mrs. J, one of my favorite content creators. She mentioned in a chat that someone, okay. That's great. So she's already there. That's great. Well, good for her. I think I'm taking you all the kitchen, make some food. I'm getting ready to make me some food too. And I got to go to sleep. I'm working tonight, but I'm working my regular job. I'll be doing 6 days there, from my understanding, for a while. I don't think Fancy's a grifter either. I think you're right. I don't think she handles money very well. And I guess she's on disability. But here's the thing, you can make money. You just have to. And you have to. And listen, there's no reason to talk to people a certain way. You can't do that. Like, you can't be disrespectful to people. Without you guys, we have nothing. If you aren't listening to us, we might as well be in front of a mirror. Right? So I know I'm getting paid. I know she's getting paid. Why would you look a gift horse in the mouth? Exactly. Screaming at people doesn't work. Exactly. I just wanted to know about the Florida thing, if that had something to do with Gypsy Rose or anything. And I think that honestly, Gypsy was talking about, I don't think she was talking about Nina in her thing about fighting with content creators. I think she was talking about Fancy, because I also heard that they weren't going to follow suit and press charges against her. They weren't going to take the thing about that was in the wrong jurisdiction. They weren't going to follow. They weren't going to follow up on that. That's what I think Gypsy was saying. Where somebody thought she was talking about Nina, I don't think she was talking about Nina. What's the tattoo on my right arm? The paw prints, and then the pets that have passed on their names. But I'm missing some. I still got to put 2 more names, unfortunately. Yes, I would think that, yeah, a little bit of mental health. Yeah. At least, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to stay on for another few minutes, and then I'm going to call it a morning. I am excited about this video that I did. Good, I'm glad. AT Chick, guys, listen up. Please, 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 please. On my community page, there is a link that is about Corey Mitello, but also it is for the judge. Because the Mitello family, I think, would appreciate us asking, please, in lieu of everything, give this guy 40 years. He deserves 40 years. Give him the most you could give him, judge. But let's be respectful about it. That Corey deserves this. Corey deserves that his dad get 40 years. That Corey, who didn't get the chance, let his dad turn into an old man in jail. He's still not going to be that old, And Corey, in the meantime, is not here anymore. So, yeah, guys, please, please, please. school there for 2 years. I love England. I love the UK. Instead of wishing Nick well on a journey, how about buying him an attorney? I don't know if his appeal is getting through. I heard that it wasn't, but then there was something else that he could do. I don't know. Meatballs. Hello from Australia. I got a few people from Australia. I feel like many, not all, a lot of gypsy creators want to get as much attention possible and free things as possible. I think there's a lot of us covering Gypsy Rose, yes, but I want to believe that I'm not covering everything that everybody else is covering. Like, I don't know anybody that's talking about how her child is going to be treated, and if anybody's given any thought to this woman child, what friends she's going to have, who's going to be allowed to spend the night at Gypsy Rose's house. So a lot of the gossip I'm not really so much interested. I'm still trying to figure out what happened that night. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I do know, and I do want to stay out of the drama with the content creators. But when there is, listen, when you stand up for somebody and then that content creator comes and just turns their back and says all this other shit, like Kate Marie, who had this attitude, this puffiness of, you guys must be following Gypsy Rose, find out that I am. So da 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 da. Like, whoa, I'm not following Gypsy Rose. But here's the thing. A lot of people that are following Gypsy Rose, they're not following Gypsy Rose because they're supporting her. They're following Gypsy Rose to see the train wreck that is Gypsy Rose. And that you don't get to do anyway. You don't get to ask people to help support you because 8 million people you feel are bullying you because of Gypsy Rose, and then turn around and shame people that are following Gypsy Rose because you're friends with them. But that's the people that Gypsy Rose makes friends with. And let me tell you something. Kate Marie is going to end up just like everybody else in Gypsy Rose's path, but nobody's going to be there to listen to her this time. I thought that Nina was very gracious, and Nina brought a lot of attention for this woman and had her back. And look at what she did. Look at what she did. And Nina, I know, must feel stupid, because I felt stupid over things. And, Nina really was trying to do the right thing. Betrayal is an awful feeling. Yes, it is. I believe that baby's going to be karma too. Hello, everybody. Again, I never let her babysit my dog, right? Hell, I wouldn't let her look at my dog. Milo, run. Danny, run. We did make an international community. Vesna. We did. I love our community. My cats with dip, never, right? Nobody. Milo, run. That boy's laying under the AC. Got the AC fixed. Thank you. Had to fight with Amazon. Not really fight with them, but I made them. I said, you said this air conditioner was great, and now I can't return it and it doesn't work. And they said, yes, you can return it. And I said, no, it says hazmat material. And they said, nope, you can return it. I said, thank you, because I'm dying here. So now I could feel the AC from here. The other one was terrible, and it was $300 more. Toddy's best merch needs to be, I think they call them ham sandwiches, and you can get them with mayonnaise. They offer them with mayonnaise, I think. Nina was trying to do the right thing and was betrayed. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I don't know how to gift a membership. Holly Jolly, do you know? Holly Jolly is my right-hand person. I've never met Holly Jolly, but I think that we were supposed to meet. She is very cool and is just somebody who has offered time and has really taken pride in this community as well. And is always very, very supportive of everybody, and has made sure that I've seen messages that I've missed. She says, yes, look for $ and click on it and follow the prompts. See, I told you Holly Jolly knows what's going on. I don't, but Holly Jolly does. And Holly Jolly's been, I mean, since like day one. So a ham Sammy. Yeah, I bet you she can too. But she says she doesn't know how to cook. You know, I think she's a terribly lazy person, and that's what I think. Because you did see pictures of their house, right? Her Gypsy's and her mom's house, and all the crap that was not just in. First of all, your mom, like we saw, Dee Dee was obese, and supposedly she had gout and diabetes. Gypsy, she didn't have to clean the whole house, but if she was a clean person, wouldn't she have her bedroom clean? Listen, I have friends that they didn't have the cleanest house, but their kid's room, that kid kept his room clean. He wanted nothing to do with the dirtiness or the messiness of the outside. If that bothers you, you say you have OCD, that bothers you, why isn't it bothering you? Why don't you do something about it? But she doesn't. Yes, she was. Nina was very hurt. That's right. Shout out to Holly Jolly. I don't think that house looked that way till Dee Dee got sick and bigger. Gypsy was just too lazy. Absolutely. You heard Gypsy say all I had to do was exist in that house. I didn't have to do anything. That's what she said because she didn't know how to cook or anything. Now, you mean to tell me that her mom probably never said to her, hey, honey, let me show you how to do this. The people in Louisiana or people from the bayou, they get these special recipes that are handed down from generations. You mean to tell me her mom never did it? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Gypsy's bedroom was a wreck. Everything was a wreck. What was the aircon unit, Toddy? Did you have to get it installed? No, I mean, I paid a kid to help me with it, the same kid that used to mow my yard and the house. I bought I forget the name of it, but it was $765 from Amazon. It came here and it didn't blow anything. It was ridiculous. And everybody's saying, no, it's just a really cool unit and da da da. I'm like, no. I said, it's not worth the money if that's the way it is. Like, it's crazy. I got one of those other units that are like the standalones in the portable ones that it's in the bedroom. That's keeping the bedroom cool, right? And as you're walking into the bedroom, you could feel the difference in how cool it was. The thing here that I spent $765 for, it was broken. I mean, it was just a faulty unit. This was $465. I could feel it from here. So, and it's probably a good 18 to 20 feet away. Man, I couldn't feel it when I was 4 inches away from the damn unit before. So I made Amazon. Listen, they said that they recommended. It's an Amazon pick. And when I saw that, because first when I went to return it, they said the hazmat, I was like, well, I just got screwed out of that money. And I let it go. But then when I'm looking, I'm like, all right, well, I got to suck it up and buy another unit. I'm dying in here. So I was going to buy a cheaper unit, another one of the ones that's in the bedroom, right? But then I saw that the one that didn't work was an Amazon pick. And I said, yeah, that's not okay. So I said, you guys are recommending this unit. It doesn't work. I bought it because you recommended it. That was not truthful, okay? That's not why I bought it. I bought it because it had good reviews and stuff. That's true. But when it said Amazon pick, I was like, you guys are recommending this unit. I bought this unit. It hasn't worked. You could see the second day that I had it, I want to return it. So they were like, yeah, you could return it. I said, well, it says hazmat. They said, no, you have 30 days. So I didn't have the box anymore. So we made a makeshift box with this unit's box, and then some other boxes. And we went to the UPS store and I returned it. But I had to do it through the company. I never got anything from Amazon, but I have all of the proof and all of the letters that have come through between me and that company. Amazon is CC'd on it. So I will get my money back, because I mean, that's $1,300 laid out for one air conditioner, to be honest with you, because I only have one in there now, and it's the $465 one, which I gave the kid $100 to install it. He went and picked it up for me in another town far away. And so I gave him $20 for that, but I gave him $100 for the installing of it, because not only did he install it, he carried it all the way up here, he put it in there, and then we repackaged the other one, and he carried an 80-pound unit downstairs and went to the UPS store with me. So, and he came on, when was it? Friday. I think it was Friday at 5:00. So listen, I ain't mad at the guy. I'm very happy, but that's what happened. Thank you, Mundo the Pixie. So guys, what do you think? Do you guys think that Nina, you have too many people who are familiar with you? Where's Nina? Is Nina in here? I don't think Nina's in here. And Nina's, oh, hey, Nina, you are in here. Hi, Nina. Yes, thanks for asking. I am not subscribing to the mental health hospital with them folks. So yeah, everybody say hi to Nina, flawless Nina, who's keeping it real and holding people accountable for bad behavior, which is exactly what your description said, Nina. So good on you. Right? So yeah, guys, what do you think of the Britney Spears video? You guys, do you think you'll be into that? Thanks for playing in there, Con, in my office. The summers are brutal here. I can imagine, man. But if you could get that LG unit that I have, that just has the hose that goes out the window, that's a good unit. LG is a good unit if you could do that. If you can't put it into a window unit, because like these windows, you can't put a window unit into them because the windows open this way, right? Instead of them opening up and down. So, except that's got a sleeve. The one that's in the living room, it goes into the wall, and not into the window, but into the wall. And there's gigantic windows like this. There's gigantic windows in front of me too. So when it gets hot, it gets really hot in here. Even with I have blackouts. I don't want to keep blackout curtains up all the time. So I like to, see outside. So I'm glad my AC is working. It makes it a lot better, because it was damn hot in here. It was oppressing. It was very oppressing. Nina comes with receipts. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I hate being in the heat, man. And especially when you get out of the shower and you're trying to put clothes on. I hate that. It's like putting a wet bathing suit on. It's so uncomfortable. Absolutely hate that. Absolutely hate that. Guys, I am going to call it a morning, because I did just get home from work at 7:00 or 7:30. I got home. I took care of the puppies and everything. And I got to go to sleep because I'm working 8 days this week. It sticks to you. Absolutely does. Brittany is so unwell. I wonder sometimes if it's her, though. Yeah. I think that she was broken by her family, and this is the result of her. So I'm excited about that video. And I hope you guys will like that. because I'd like to do some videos as well that has like nostalgia, like because it's an older community that we're part of, with older songs and such like that. You guys heard that Richard Simmons passed away yesterday, right? I can't do humidity either. Did you guys hear that Richard Simmons passed away? Shane Doherty passed? Shannon Doherty passed? Remember when she got that job and she was a real snot, and then she kind of that's a perfect example. Remember when she was called out at 90210 and then nobody would hire her, and then she started working with Charmed? She changed her ways because people called her out on it. That was somebody, I didn't know she passed. That was somebody who evolved and made her life better because she was able to accept constructive criticism, unlike Gypsy Rose Blanchard and a lot of other people, unfortunately, who can't take constructive criticism. That's the thing that helps us grow. That's the thing. We have to listen because we don't always know it all. We have to be open to grow. But I'm sorry that she went, but she did make changes in her life, Shannon. So I'm glad that she was able to make changes in her life. And now her legacy, look at her legacy, will be better, right? Her legacy will be, she slipped and fell. She was able to pick herself up and she lived a good life, a good, caring life. My dad, RL, my dad had a saying. And my dad used to say, if one person says something about you, let it go. If two people say something about you and it's the same thing, maybe it's a coincidence, let it go. If three people are saying the same thing about you and they don't know each other, it might be you. You might want to check that out. That's good advice. I carry that with me. He gave me that advice when I was 21 years old. I've been carrying that advice for 40 years, and I've often given people that advice. Maybe it's not them, man. Maybe it's you. And sometimes when people hear that, that's a great gift that you've given them. So it's how we say things, right, that make people want to hear it, right? So, all right, guys. Butterfly 314, you're in my prayers. You got this. You got this. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a morning. And I'm excited again about the Britney Spears video. I love you guys too. Nina, thank you for joining me in my live. I so appreciate that. I appreciate you and the work that you do. Guys, I appreciate you and the community that we built. I'm so proud to be part of it. And I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want to let you guys down. Guys, please don't forget about the Corey Mitello Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey. Please check out that community post. Please, guys. Christopher Gregor needs the max. He was a monster, and he had an open CPS case before Corey got to that house. So, his family knew too what was going on. So, guys, let's show support any way we can. And again, Holly Jolly, thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much. And I'd like to try to do this once a week, but we're going to change the time a little bit each time so that people from other parts of the world can join us and we're not keeping everybody up. We need a t-shirt saying, I got somebody from our community that is really, he's really wants to do the merch. He's just been very busy rescuing animals, and I'm okay with that. So, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for everything. You guys are changing my life, and I hope that little by little we're changing each other's lives, guys. Thank you so much.